got the soul catty cat and the misfits. Just sit back, relax, chill as our sultry tones guide you to happiness. I believe in a thing called love.
I don't appreciate how Bob's serenading my ear holes.
Thought you did. Ah, yes, classic tea. 6 million.
Challenge quest on NA completed.
I need to send AP now. Thank you.
I'm sorry, is that a male Artoria? In Gundam Breakers 4, it looks like they just fucking turned Artoria slightly more masculine.
Have fun.
Party. See you, Cad.
Hello. How's it going, guys? Ooh, excuse me. All right, I just got the tweet out. Let me grab you guys today's sauce. How am I doing today? I'm actually doing okay. I've managed to get over a couple humps that I had. Okay. Oh, whoops. I never logged into the bot. Hold on, chat. Giving it just 1 second here. Good day. Okay, looks like it's working. All right. Let's get this party. Why is that not working now? Inevitably, one thing finally gets working and then something else doesn't. All right, give me one more second here, chat. This is my stream deck this time, which I now rely on for stream, so hopefully that doesn't keep messing up. Okay. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing good. Again, thank you guys for showing up to stream. God, it has been like a whirlwind the past like couple of weeks here for me. So, how do I put this? Like, basically, we've had just kind of a lot of stuff happen, either both IRL, in gaming news, and even like with FGO. And then, on top of that, there have been a ton of games that have come out that I've wanted to play. So I've been busy with a bunch of that stuff. And then on top of that, just kind of overall being somewhat burnt out by trying to juggle everything. So today we did get the Banner 2 reviews done. I did record them yesterday. Okay, it's got me the thumbnails all today. And I released all 3 of them for you guys. So you guys have a ton of stuff to watch if you want. They were recorded offline, so nobody has seen them unless they've actually gone to go watch them. But yeah, it was just one of those deals where I had needed to get to those even faster than I did. I have to apologize for that. I did make other things my priority, but I also kind of took a calculated risk there and just sort of assumed that everyone would kind of be fine. Because, I did give my 2 cents on them on stream a little bit before that point. I had not, left you guys super high and dry, and I wanted you guys to all understand that, like, in the instance that like there is something like monumental or something like that, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna leave you strung out waiting on a review like that. So it just is what it is. Honestly, the other thing at play there yesterday was I just really didn't feel like streaming. This is kind of in a weird spot. I've been super busy at work, and then kind of worn down from all of that, plus the whole like stuff there with James Earl Jones passing. You guys know I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so like that one kind of hurt, and it just is what it is. We kind of have known for a while that he was getting up there in years, and he had in the past couple of years here actually signed an agreement to let his voice still be used even after his death for Star Wars. So, we kind of got to assume that like he was feeling it at that point, and he knew it was only a matter of time. But I decided like, okay, screw it. I won't stream yesterday. I'll just try instead to focus on getting caught up on some of the things. And I did that. I was also, kind of relaxing, especially on Sunday there as well. Tried to watch some like movies and stuff. And in the process, I actually ended up, and you guys got to see the picture there, I actually ended up cutting my own hair. So that was a interesting thing. And so far, I've gotten a lot of compliments on that. I haven't had anybody like tell me it looks bad or anything like that, which is good. I actually was worried that was going to be the case, because the only other times I've ever tried to cut my own hair have gone horribly. But turns out, I guess, when it's mostly with clippers and just kind of trying to like shave it all down, it's not too difficult at that point. You cut your hair? What the fuck? Yep, I posted it on Twitter. You guys can see it there. If you guys haven't already, go give me the follow on Twitter. But yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll transition over to FGO. Today is a media share night, so whoops. Sorry about that. I forgot to do my thing that makes it so that doesn't look so bad. Branded on, thank you for the 58. Appreciate it. But yeah, we definitely, definitely needed to get caught up on stuff. So again, I have to apologize for it taking me so long. I kind of said it in the video description, but one of the issues as well was I sort of had a mental block when it came to BB. I don't really know how to put it, but like for some odd reason, BB is one of those units where like she's very difficult to quantify. If I were to tell you that I didn't feel like BB was that good of a unit, I would have somebody in chat screaming, "No, she's a great unit." If I told you that I didn't feel like BB, was the best Moon Cancer, somebody would have said she was the best Moon Cancer. And if I had said that I felt like her damage was okay, but I didn't really see a whole lot of use for her support NP, someone would have been like, "Oh, but you haven't seen this or that get used." So to me, in a lot of ways, BB felt like a trap. She felt like a unit that I just didn't want to review because her performance is actually kind of middling. And I do go over that a little bit in the analysis. I think she's really versatile. I think she's got a lot of capability. She's a very flexible unit in that regard. So she's a good unit. She's not a bad one. But I think a lot of the general hype around that unit was such that, like, if you had anything, like, maybe critical to say, people were immediately going to try and counter you. So that's part of the reason that I ended up kind of taking so long. I wanted to roll her around a little bit in my head, see if I could come up with any sort of thing that I was missing. And I didn't really come up with anything that I like, oh, hey, there's this really awesome use. And I think I was talking with Bob last night before I recorded it. And he had a really good point. And that was that, especially part of the reason I think BB's support NP was kind of seeming odd to me is the fact that you have to end up actually trading charge basically to give charge to everybody else. And that's where I really kind of realized it finally that, like, yeah, this isn't as good as I was maybe thinking it was originally. Jay, thank you for the 57. Appreciate it. We're feeling better and hope streaming is going well. I am. I think behind the scenes, I've just had a lot going on. I'm kind of run down. I'm still like kind of dragging my feet even from all the way back at the debut. I've been still like every single day trying to like handle yet another thing. I know it doesn't seem like that to some of you. It's just, it is what it is. Feels like that unit will be used mostly by whales that MP5 level 100 her. Yeah, like honestly, no, I don't really even see people using her as a multi-damage dealer type setup. I do think you can use her in that, but I don't think it's actually going to be like as strong as people think it is. That's kind of the like takeaway that I had when I actually sat down, finally got past that mental block and was able to think a lot clearer on her. I realized I was like, this unit is not as good as I'm thinking it is, nor is it sequentially as bad as I think it is. It's just somewhere in between. She feels good DPS wise for me. Might 120 her because booba. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not gonna say that like you can't do that sort of thing, but also understand that the second you like grailed her, right? Like you're already outperforming the norm. Keep in mind too, if you're just using her in like the actual event, it's not necessarily gonna be like indicative of how she'll perform outside of it, but. Yeah, I get it. Like, and again, this is kind of exactly what I'm talking about. It's that, like, no matter what I was to say on BB, someone was probably going to feel the opposite. And that's where it feels kind of like a trap. And a little bit, one of the things that, like, I've always tried to do for you guys, I've tried to be as objective as possible. I've tried to be, removing my own bias from the equation. And so a little bit, I think a lot of the times people don't understand their own biases and they get upset when I try to do that. If I don't say the thing they want me to say, it naturally rubs them wrong. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. So you guys can see this is the comp I've actually been using. We're getting real close now on MHX here. She is almost to Bond 11, so we're almost done with her. I two-turned that BB node with Morgan, all hail the queen. It's funny because I actually did it with my bunny on JP, and instead I'm actually using EO here, but mostly because EO is a 4-star, so this lets me run MHX on the back line pretty much with full bonus. I do have a little bit of issues here. My EO can low roll. It's probably due to the fact that I don't have Lord skills, but it is what it is. Okay. And I usually end up doing the Castori NP just because. Says the new BB not deal damage with her NP. She has 2 NPs. Again, go watch the analysis if you guys want it broken down for you. It's just, yeah, I think the regret that I have is that I took so long to get those out, because I know that, actually, I don't know how long that banner lasts, but I would assume it doesn't last too much longer. If you like to play with moon cancers mainly, she'd be a unit you'd want to have. So Nasu. Nasu apparently wants to collect all the moon cancers, which is really funny because this may be the one instance where we can certainly look at it and go, okay, this is actually Nasu's own like personal desire rubbing off. Yeah, this probably won't kill because if it low rolls at all, I don't really have the EO cards here to crit her down. It's got like a month left. The banner has a month left, or the event? Because I know the event still has like 3 weeks. Yeah, there you go. The banner. Wow, I can't believe the banner's lasting that long. Well, oh well. I guess you guys got plenty of time still to make up your mind. I apologize for taking so long to get that one out. It just is what it is. Okay. Go give him Das Boot Oberon. BB and Seal have a month left. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and I'm going to say this. I hate to break it to y'all, but I don't expect there to be very much tomorrow. Like, we're getting Ordeal Call 3.2 is what I'll call it. We're basically getting part 2 of it. I just don't think it's gonna actually like have a whole lot. I think it's basically gonna be like, here's your next part, because we know there's a part 3, and that may be it. We'll see if they give us something more. I kind of hope they do, but yeah, I understand what they're trying to do with Ordeal Call with regards to the story. I just think that, you know, for the game and the hype and the sort of like keeping the games as a service model going, this was a terrible decision. I don't think it's a good one the way they've handled it. I think they definitely could have ended up doing better if they had decided to pace things in a more measured way. Maybe welfare release tomorrow? No, I think we have pretty much confirmation that you have to beat Ordeal Call 3 to get the welfare. Should have involved Summer with it either, IMO. I'm okay with them involving Summer with it. It's just the sheer amount of time that they're making everything take. So, like, for instance, right? You could have involved Summer, and you could have said, hey, Summer is like the standard 2 to 3 weeks. Then here comes Ordeal Call 3. And that would have been fine to do this. This is the normal, like, mode of operations. What's weird is instead of it being the 2 to 3 weeks for Summer, we now have it at, like, God, what was it, 48 days? Chat, it's like literally like a month and a half. Like, a month and a half. Okay? That you have to do that event. Of course no one cares. Of course everyone's taking their sweet time. Like, they don't have to rush. And that's where I think it's like, yeah, they didn't handle that appropriately, because Well, you and I might go out there and do the event right away, as is normal. I think your average person just kind of doesn't care as much. They realize the timer's not creeping up on them. There's a lot of people that binge an event right at the end because they're off like doing real life shit or playing other gacha games. You just gave those people a like free ride to not touch your crap for like a month. And that's where I'm saying, like, I think they're going to look back on this and they're going to go, damn, this didn't work. We shouldn't have done this. Okay, we actually have a card. Let's go. BB's dead as dicks. This whole situation's weird. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I'm sure some people really like it. I know like Trubs has been hyped for it and everything like that. I'm sure if you're actually reading the story, it's good, it's quality. The problem that we have is purely me looking at this from the actual like staying power point of view. That this whole thing is just very laid back and easy. And this is kind of what happens when they don't put restrictions on you. You don't have nearly the amount of like FOMO. And you guys can see when you don't have the FOMO in one of these live service games, people just like do it and then check out, or don't do it until the end and thus are checked out right from the very get-go. So it's really not a proper way to handle things. And I can't really be upset with them for giving us more time, but I can certainly point to the way JP is handling things and say, this could have been done better. You could have made it so that this was a lot more hype all around and generated buzz for the game and got interest. But to me, it's kind of clear that they don't do a good job of that anymore. Doesn't sound like the content drought got much better. I mean, and I think we kind of saw that where everybody was really hanging on until Banner 2 came out. And the second Banner 2 came out, everybody just kind of fell off the cliff. And like I say this, chat, I've noticed this even with like my viewership. And the viewership overall in the directory is just kind of down. So it's like, and I don't blame people, but it's like, I don't know what the devs want, right? Like, there's just in general not going to be as much when that sort of thing happens. Okie dokie. Perfect. I'm tempted to check out because my banner isn't until the very end. Perhaps they could give each banner a day at the start and then spread them out. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like part of it is too, chat. Like it's this time of year. Usually we enter a little bit of a slump post lotto, like here in the fall, but we didn't have a lotto this time. So at that point, it means everybody hung around for summer and anniversary. But now that we're kind of post those things, yeah, I'm sure people will show back up tomorrow for the new Ordeal Call patch, and then that'll last a day. And then we'll wait until we get part 3, and that'll be kind of it again. NA at least has like stuff upcoming, but we already know, thanks to them teasing their schedule, it's not for like another 3 weeks. So you're gonna get things like whatchamacallit, like Road to 7 and advanced quests again. But besides that, yeah, you don't really have anything other than Halloween coming up, and that's not till October. By the way, chat, song request is on. We did the NA challenge quest yet? No, not yet. I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow. I just unlocked it today, so we haven't touched. Actually, let me see. So for making tea, I've pretty much just been trying to get the the Oni hearts. Now remember, you can't guaranteeably get the one thing, so like it does give you some, but you can see like I get more Oni hearts. This is actually a good roll at a short amount, but we did get a demon heart there instead. So 100% is not a guaranteeable thing. But I am getting a bunch of embers and everything else as well, which I gotta think, because well, we already had our download campaign, so I don't know when we get another 2x success rate. It may not be until like Thanksgiving or something at this point. Still a heart, just purple? Yeah, they're both kind of hearts. Aren't we also getting a new JP event coming besides Ordeal Call 3? Yes, but probably not until October as well. So, like, it's kind of like FGO's on break. And I know, like, that makes a lot of people not tune in and not care. And I'm just like, it's fine. I don't really, like, that doesn't bother me. I just wish that I could like do more stuff to get people more interested in other stuff outside of just FGO. That way, like, we did have more of a sense of community and stuff like that. Once OC3 is done, yeah. I think FGO is doing this because they're behind schedule on other things. Maybe, right? I can definitely say that it probably took them a lot to do this, but like you know, anniversary into summer into Ordeal Call 3, that probably took a lot, right? But like, I don't know whether or not like they're behind schedule or whether or not they have some other project they're working on. I think all that sort of thing remains to be seen. Okay, give me Morpho. Wait, did I already buy the HP foes? I don't remember that, but okay. I guess I did. Swing. And of course, none of the foes take the silver. Therefore, meaning I can just go ahead and purchase. I don't really need any of these materials that bad. So we're already almost done with the silver in the shop, which is laughable because I've barely even touched it. But I still need a ton of gold and bronze. So what I've told other people that I'm going to do, because this is a very lucrative event for like tea and drops. So probably what I'm going to end up doing, guys, is I'm going to end up like kind of covering and grinding out until I'm done with the shop. And I'm taking max bonus for tea pretty much, other than one slot. And I've just said, like, I'll just keep going and I'll grind on that regard until I'm done with the shop. So whenever I'm done with the shop, then however much tea I got from that is however many materials I get. Because I'm not taking any sort of like CEs for the shop really, other than one. We haven't seen any Evocation Fest for the past 4 to 5 months. Yeah, and I don't think you will. I think the Evocation Fests are going to pretty much be a like fairly normal thing. So it just be what it be. Also no advanced quests on JP for a while. Still need to finish these C's. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much in the same boat as how should I put this? Pretty much in the same boat as like as the Evocation Festival, where what they're probably doing is slowing it down so that you don't permanently catch up, and that there's always something that like you're not going to have all the things for. Seems our next Super Suck campaign is New Year's. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's probably going to end up being like Thanksgiving if we get one there. But yeah, I assume New Year's is going to be the final stop there at that point, if not. Having trouble coming up with a team for 90++ since I can't really level up skills right now. You got somebody like good online and ready? By the way, chat, I'm also done completely with the JP summer event. There's nothing for me to do on it. I'd like another Evocation Fest soon. I got a few more welfares in the shop. Yeah, but the problem is there's just not a whole lot remaining that you don't have in the shop. So that's kind of why they probably aren't going to give one to you for a while. I think long term, you guys can expect an Evocation Festival once a year. And I know no one wants to hear that, but the reason why I'm saying this is I don't actually anticipate them giving you everything and allowing you to fully complete it. Like, they're just going to keep straggling you along, needing a couple of them. So that way there is still FOMO on the welfares. Is it more efficient to use Black Grail EO for the ++ rather than all drop C for the 90+? If you have EO online, just run drop C on EO on the 90++. Like, if you're asking me which one you should be doing between the two of them, you can probably get a comp going where you manage to, like, I don't know, like at worst, like 5 turn it, right? SRB borked? Okay, that might explain it. Here, let me reboot it. There we go. Okay. Cad Sony lost their damn mind. So we were talking about this in gaming news earlier. Like, basically Sony announced the new sorry, that's just really loud. Sony announced the new PS5 Pro today. It's just unhinged. A little bit I can understand because they have upped the technical specs of it, that it probably like is the same like percentage point of the actual cost. Like, and chat, the reason I'm telling you this is it's got to have at least over like $1,000 worth of hardware in it. Consoles are almost always sold at a loss, and they make everything back on the royalties that they get off of game sales. Because yes, they actually make a royalty off of your game sale if your game is sold for their platform. Okay. So that's usually why they sell it at a loss, to get everybody in the ecosystem and then get you buying the games for their device. And then they make money off of that. The thing is, obviously, like, PlayStation 5 sales have been okay, but they haven't been like barn-burningly awesome. And at the same time, I think the weird part here is the fact that they decided to come out with the Pro now, when honestly, I think a lot of people are hurting in the wallet right now, and nobody really wants to spend this kind of money. So I do think that this price point, like, probably is the same percentage. It's probably like them in their brains thinking it's fair. The issue at play here is just, it's almost tone deaf. Nobody really wants this. Usually what we've kind of seen in the past too is sometimes when they give us a Pro, what they end up doing is they end up bumping down the price of the OG, and then they end up kind of like bringing the Pro in at either the same or maybe slightly above the original's cost. And so that offers you two options. It offers you the more enthusiast option, and it offers you the cheapy option. And yet instead, this is now a really expensive thing. It doesn't include anything other than the controller. There's no stand for it. There's no disk drive that is included. So if you want those on top of that, you're paying even more on this, which I think is dumb as well. And I did see somebody say this, and I kind of agree with them. And that's the standpoint that who's usually going to buy a Pro version of the console is usually going to be your enthusiasts. And there's one thing that a lot of enthusiasts have in common. Not every enthusiast will, but certainly the people who like to buy physical CDs, aka physical editions of the games, are usually enthusiasts. And you are now trying to sell the enthusiast on a $700 console that has no CD drive. So basically you're saying, hey, enthusiast, buy our console with no CD drive, even though you're the one group that actually does buy CDs. That's dumb. And I completely agree with people saying that. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. So to me, it's just kind of stupid. The only way it makes sense if it's just far superior to the PS5, but that vast majority will not care. I mean, they did improve the specs. I did see one of the things that they talked about was something like basically a quarter of the people that have a PlayStation 5 have a 120 hertz refresh rate TV. The issue with this is you're basically saying, hey, now we've made a console for the 1/4 of the people. And I'm like, okay, what about the 3/4 that don't? They get no value then out of it being a 120 hertz refresh console. We need art link. Sorry. Here you go. Here's today's art. Go give the artist some love, as usual. You can get a high-end gaming PC for a bit higher than that price. No, you can't. Look, chat, listen, I'm sorry. I'm somebody that is a PC Master Race guy. You cannot build a, quote, high-end PC for $700. Not even close. How do I know? We literally were just helping Trubs build a PC the other day. So, like, yeah, you can get you can get a decent PC probably somewhere in the realm of like $1,200, but no, not high end, not by any chance. Like, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. If all you care about is like decent performance on a budget, that is where consoles live. They are very good for that. Why? Because they're sold at a loss. Your PC is not. Your PC is never sold at a loss. So that's the one thing that consoles kind of always will have. They are a equivalent of a pre-built where you are locked in the ecosystem with them. And so because you're locked in the ecosystem with them, they get royalties, and thus they can offer it basically at a loss. With PC, you may be using the PC for any number of things. There's no guarantee that you're gonna end up, utilizing it in a way that gets royalties back to the original creator of the PC. $4080 alone is pricier, yeah. And that's what I'm saying is like, do you have to have a 4080? No, I mean, you can get a 3000 series card. Chat, 3000 series card is going to run you quite literally close to this number. You're going to be looking at least $500 just for the card at that point. Do you need that? I don't know. You want to, like, right now, I've got a 2080 Super in mind and it still runs. Is it cutting edge? No. In fact, I am considering actually getting rid of my PC this year because I'm definitely beginning to struggle in some things. So, a 2080 Super will run you about. I'm not going with that one. That one's fucking low as shit, and I don't trust it. It's nowhere near where everything else is. It may be used. I'm gonna say it's gonna run you about $280. Okay, so with a 2080 Super, you can get to kind of this price point, and you could run current gen stuff. However, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like things like Space Marine or Black Myth Wukong, they like Unreal 5 stuff is really beginning to stretch the limit on what that card can handle. So you're really looking at like it kind of being a little bit more. 3070 is around $370. Yeah, I usually look at the 80 tier, but you can definitely go cheaper and get a 70. If you game current stuff, you're stretching something like CAD system. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. It's why I'm just considering like gutting it. Because, I mean, my system itself is not too bad. I think this system's lasted me about 5-6 years, something like that. I think it's 5. And that's not a bad point, but it's not a great point either, right? That is kind of the issue is you can keep paying $1,000 for a PC. You can do that. You're going to be upgrading that PC like every 2 years. There's just no way. Because unless you're sitting there constantly changing out the parts, you're going to run into problems with a PC that costs that much. 550 series is coming early next year. Yeah, I mean, like, we'll see on that. I think the biggest issue that I have right now, looking forward at, is the same problem that, like, Trubs have. It's right now the Intel chipsets are just absolutely untrustworthy, and thus AMD is kind of in demand. I don't like AMD, but I'm basically having to come to grips with which do I not like more. Intel that may brick itself, or AMD that has always given me problems. Feels like I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. So in that regard, yeah, I assume I'm just going to have to go AMD this generation, but I really don't want to. And so it's going to come down to whatever the hell I can stomach. AMD's winning and it's not a contest? Oh, I mean, it would certainly be a contest if for the fact that Intel hadn't shit the bed, right? Like, it quite literally is an issue when you can sit there and go like, oh, well, our chipsets can actually degrade over time and brick your computer. It's like, well, okay, then I'm not going to buy that, right? Like, it's just pretty much saying we are defective by default. Degradation, thanks Intel. Yep. Yeah, it's funny because I run a 12 series. I run a 12 series in both of mine, and I'm like, oh my god, it didn't get me. And also AMD also has 5 years of upgradability with AM5. I don't know what that means. Like, what are you trying to say about that? Like, what do you mean by 5 years of upgradability? Does it, instead of degenerating, it gets better every year? An X3D CPU? I know that's what Trub's got. I don't know the first thing about what that is because I don't know very much on AMD and its parameters nowadays. AM5 is a socket? Okay. I still don't understand that statement though. Like, are you saying that like AMD has guaranteed it will still be the socket for the next 5 years? Because I'm not sure that's a good thing. AMD is just more trustworthy. I wouldn't go that far. I used to use an AMD chipset in the past, and it drove me fucking insane to the point that I became Intel for life, chat. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Intel is perfect and that they haven't like fucked up. It was that bad with my AMD chipset back in the day. I used to have problems with everything. Now, I'm sure they've gotten better since then, but you have to upgrade your MOBO if you buy a new AMD CPU in the next 5 years. Okay. I mean, that doesn't really mean anything to me, chat, because, like, my computer needs to last longer than 5 years. I'm not somebody that's so gung-ho about being cutting edge that I have to always have, like, the best device out there. Like, I know streamers that literally upgrade their computer every year, chat. Fuck that. No way. That's way too much money. The minimal difference in performance is not worth it. And people are like, oh, but you can get 200 frames a second. I'm like, I'm fine with my like 100. I'm sorry. Intel averages 2 generations of socket. I mean, that's cool. Like, what I'm trying to say is normally my computers last longer than that anyways, Crossed. So, like, it's not an issue to me. Like, if my computer's going to last so long that I would have to upgrade the socket no matter which type I'm using, it's kind of a non-issue, is the point that I'm making. Okay, I did do that right. I was worried I pressed the wrong button there for a second. Oh, dang, Oberon, Bond 14. Wait, did he hit Bond 14 and I didn't notice? Shit. He was close, so... Can beat Intel in quite a few things now. Honestly, the big way before this whole fiasco that I heard that AMD was beating Intel, chat, was quite literally just in the Threadripper CPUs, of which, damn, I better not need Threadripper. I'm sorry. Like, at that point, it's kind of like, I don't know. I definitely like a lot of processing power in my computer, but I don't need that much. I actually think Intel should fire their entire board and CEO over this issue. Yeah, I mean, I understand that they don't want to like issue recalls and refunds, but I'm like, well, I can understand that you don't want to do that. Hold on, chat. Yep. Oh no, sorry, that was NVIDIA. I was thinking it was Intel. I was gonna say, so this was as of June. 10 most profitable companies in the world. You have Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, which is Google, Berkshire Hathaway, basically the bank in China, JP Morgan Chase, China's construction bank, and then Meta Platforms, which is Facebook and stuff, and then Nvidia. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, Intel's got to be way up there. It's got to be like profitable beyond all recognition. And I'm just like, I understand you don't want to issue like recalls and refunds, but fuck off. You screwed the pooch and you made something that was like defective, and you don't want to take responsibility for it. It's gonna cost them. Intel tanked 15% last quarter. Oh yeah, I believe it. How do you issue a recall for an already installed processor? I'll ask you another question. How do you issue a recall for a car? Because those happen all the time. If you could do it for a car or a part in a car, you could definitely do it for a processor. Now, nobody wants to, but it is what it is. And I think that's kind of what they realized, is just the sheer logistics of it was like, fuck, we can't do this. This would ruin us. Bond Grail, god damn it. I went in again. Wait, there's a processor recall? No, we were just talking about, well, first we were talking about Sony's debacle, and then we were talking about building computers, and then we were talking about Intel and their issue. How can I trust a company that doesn't own up to their mistakes and do right by their customers? It's why when I get my next PC, I might be switching to AMD. Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I don't like agree with what Intel's doing either. It's just the case of like, this sort of thing happens, and I hate it, and it sucks. But I ask myself, if the shoe is on the other foot, would AMD probably do the same thing? And the answer is probably yes. AMD would also probably do this same bullshit. Like, people are very tribalistic. They want to believe that like their company is the best and that it wouldn't do that to them. You're wrong. It would. It always would. Unfortunately, the one thing you can trust in usually with these companies is greed. Straight replacement or an upgrade from 13 to 14th gen. I mean, isn't the 14th gen affected by it as well, though? They probably want to give their product an expiry date so they could make more money. No way this went undetected while making. I think it did go undetected while making, because it's something that, as far as I understand, only shows up after testing over long periods of time. Like, it took them this long to actually realize they had an issue. But yeah, it's not necessarily that like stuff can't happen, right? It's that this is how they chose to act with that info. Once they found out, they were liable. Does a quick TLDR the issue? I think I've already seen that actually crossed, so you might want to delete it. And the reason why, like, I think I literally watched it either last media share or the one right before. But yeah, it is what it is. I think it's incredibly stupid, and I understand that like they definitely have problems, but I'm like, you know what then though? You need to A, fix the issue, like figure out how to prevent it in the future, and B, at that point you probably need to just go ahead and say, here is a new generation, and we are going to, if you RMA it, upgrade you to that new generation that doesn't have the issue anymore. Even if it's kind of a backwards compatible generation. They sent out a patch for the issue. Yeah, but my understanding is the patch doesn't get rid of any of the problem that you may have already experienced, right? 15th gen is a new socket? Damn, wild. Is Ordeal Call 3.2 tomorrow? Yes. Yes, it is. And we have to catch up. Well, technically, I have 19 days left to do it. We've already kind of done the normal ones, though. Yeah, let's do more Ordeal. No, hold on. Chat reminded me. Le Bond Grail. Disgusting. Welcome to JP chat. All of your supports are going to Bond 15. Or you're wasting Bond. One or the other. Okay. Don't buy used 13 and 14 gen CPUs. They likely have the issue. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Don't buy a used CPU. Like, what the fuck? Why would you buy a CPU that's been in somebody else's device? I mean, like, maybe, right? Maybe they straightened out the pins and refurbished it, but, like, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. All right, chat. Ordeal Call 3 time. Hello, Zim. How you been? I don't know about buying new from Amazon Newegg, because who knows if they already had the degradation issue. I mean, if it's truly fixed just from the patch, then in theory, buying new would be fine, right? In theory. Because then you install it, you get the patch, and then it never becomes an issue. But do you trust that that's just how it's going to be? Wait, hold on. Am I forced to? Yes, I am. Ugh. Well, this is one way to handle it. There we go, chat. Perfect, like a glove. I think we go with that. At the dinner, no problem. CPUs had this thing called a mean time to failure. In short, buying a used CPU is dumb. Yeah, it's like I said, I don't know that I would ever buy a used CPU, period. Like, just in general, that sounds like a bad idea. Okay, what do we got? That looks like that's a number of times. If that's a number of turns, yikes. But he's got one guts, and then something happens on guts. Thankfully, I don't see the letters N and P in there, so I don't think he's gonna full charge at least. Okay, I have a full-blown Brave Chain. If I am lucky, I basically charm his ass. Ordeal Call 3 Part 2 is out? Nope, not yet. That's tomorrow. I'm just not caught up because I've had so much crap to do. Keep upgrading my card through the years. Yeah. I mean, like, I could definitely solve my RAM issue by just slapping another stick of RAM in there. The problem is my graphics card is beginning to just not be enough. And that's like, I'm not somebody that needs to show you guys the like cutting edge graphics, but I do want games to not run in potato mode. And I have too many friends where their game runs in potato mode. So I'm like, I'd rather not do that. Okay. Gonna keep taking him. Gonna keep grinding down his defense buffs. Just download the RAM. Yee. Not cool calling me out like that? Well, I'm not calling you out, Bob. I'm calling Trubs out. I'm calling Steve out. I'm calling quite literally like everybody in VIP out at this point. Everybody in VIP's got a potato. And to be fair, I think this is just in general, like with the gaming community. I think so many people are really like, you're either that cutting edge dude or you have been sitting on your computer for years now because prices, Bitcoin mining, all sorts of crap has just made you do that. Okay, so we got 2 more there. Crap. Trying to remember, chat, which one's the one that bricks Passion Lip if I press it? Is it the 3rd skill? Is it S3? Okay. I'm not gonna trust chat. I'm gonna look. It is, okay. So down the line we go. Let's see if Passion Lip can brick his ass. Okay, now we're taunted to him. Not that it matters. He's got only 3 more. Yeah, I think we do this again. And then what I do is I use Castoria Berserker's NP to weather his NP. Okay, so that pops his guts. And what happens? Oh, fuck off, game. Come on. What was that? Plays random effects instead of charges NP to full? God, I hate that. I hate when the game does that. Goes apparently, yes. But I don't see NP, yep. And to be fair, that means it wasn't there, so it just didn't tell you that that's what was going to happen. It probably said, like, does random effects when Guts is broken. I'm really surprised the game has an NP surprise. Oh, it can surprise you in other ways, but that's definitely the cheapest way for it to do so. Okay, we're gonna do that. Male VTuber collector, hello. Thank you for the follow. Don't you just love random effects instead of skill descriptions? Yeah, it's great. I always wanted some question mark in my planned strategy game. Okay, so at least we should all be protected here. You think 3.2 will have good banners like 3.1 did? We were talking about it earlier that the all the existing banners last for like an entire month, so I don't know. Like I'm gonna assume it will have banners. I just don't know if it'll be new units, right? Like at this point, I'm assuming it won't be a new unit. Maybe part 3 might, but I'm assuming part 2 just has more of the same. All right, Passion Lip, let's see what you can do. Give me that MP. Heal us up. Summer Scotty or Koyan Light banner page? Maybe. I could see a Koyan banner. Who knows? Maybe it's dark instead of light. There you go. She'd be clawing. Yeah, somebody Spartan was asking me. I have no desire to review that video. For what it is, chat, like I didn't see it, so I don't know, but usually that shit's bait and engagement farm. And as a result, nah, fuck it. Like I don't see the point in actually giving a person like that basically the attention that they so crave. Feels like they're saving Summer Scotty till the ruler OC. Maybe. Like I don't know that it's going to be that big of an issue. We'll see if she comes back with that. Okay, that's a weird setup, but sure. No, you know what? Bunny, go burr. Bunny, go burr, chat. You know what? That go burr. You know what? That go burr. And then, actually. There. Perfect, chat. I dropped like 400 Sandcourts on the Arjuna Altar copy and barely got a copy. Hey, it happens. 400 Sandcourts is like just above average, not even that much. Oh, hey, look, chat. It's a moon cancer. Look who it is. Just trying to think here about how I want this to go. Wow. Interesting. Dobrynia is effective. That is peculiar. Okay, she's also NP sealed, but has crit damage up. Gonna keep taking the bunny cards, try to get to the NP without utilizing Bunny's charge skill. Because Bunny's charge skill is gonna be the thing that keeps me alive, assuming she doesn't invuln Pierce. I was gonna say, wait, that shouldn't have played slow motion. I've seen Dobrynia's MP before, but it's the NPC's version, is why. Also, wow, just shy. All right, what the heck am I dealing with here? Okay, and Dark just never learns. It feels that way. All right, and before instant break bar charges, she loses the NP seal. Okay, now it's Koyan Light. Oh, look at that, chat. Would you look at that? Like, it's so predictable at this point. It's laughable to me. Okay. We reusing bosses now? No, I wouldn't say that. I'm sure there is a story reason for why this is the way that it is, but I am not going to comment on that. I think we just do it like that, as I basically just take the money cards because I can. So I'm doing this to like heal us up. Yeah, I will say please no story spoilers, chat. Okay. So she still managed to kill Passion Lip even through the defense. And it looks like she's getting charged per turn, which is spicy. I'd rather not use the Castoria Berserker NP here. What I can do is start getting the stars per turn. It shouldn't really matter. We'll do it like that. Okay, you done fucked up a run. You left me alive. Just take the crit cards. Heresy in these parts, I know. Summer Lip Prage. Maybe. We'll see, right? Like, I still don't really know what to think at this point. I'm sure with part 2 coming out tomorrow, we'll have a lot more like knowledge of the situation. Because I think the story is still in its like formative stages here, real quick. Oh look, we're back to dark. Oh look, it's NPing again. As expected, right, chat? Ugh. God, it's just depriving me of the bunny cards that I actually want. I can pretty much do it again. And I think I will do it again. Because I think that will be the best scenario there. I hope there's an ARC banner tonight. I would love for some news on the 30 million downloads campaign at this point. Like, and I'm going to say this, if they truly haven't hit the download campaign, they sure as crap aren't hitting it with like the way they're pacing this. I think like the story for Summer was really interesting from what I've heard of it. I think the potential is here to have some really good stuff in the future, but I don't think like your average person outside of FGO like really is even hearing about FGO right now. We have a stream the 22nd, maybe it's then. Honestly, the 22nd stream maybe like what, part 3? Or maybe they'll be announcing whatever is the upcoming event. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So I need to step up marketing. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're gonna just market just to market. It's not gonna make a big deal. The bigger question is gonna be like, do you actually have something to market, right? Like, you could sit here and say, come play Fate Grand Order, and someone that hasn't seen it before may be suspect to do that. But what the f is this fight? Oh, okay. I just needed to take one of them. Sweet. Perfect. uh She'll be just shy of that. They could also not want us to speed run the story. Yeah, I mean, like, I assume that for whatever reason they're trying to pace it so that there isn't like spoilers, because y'all know, right? Like, if they had done this all where like everything was available, everybody would have like rushed through summer, then immediately rushed to complete Ordeal Call 3 and spoiled everybody. And some people may not even be like done with summer at that point. So I can see why they're gating it. I'm just surprised at the way in which they are. This feels like a trap. Feel like I'm gonna get nuked the second I pop everything and go here. Feels Tametomo man, indeed. The fact they separated this into 3 parts is super suspicious. There's a gargantuan dev problems, or they're hiding Oberon level servant. I think it's more the latter, but I don't know that it's like Oberon level, right? Like, they're clearly trying to just make it so that you can't spoil everybody. It's just like whether or not it is like a truly crazy level of person remains to be seen. Chad, I would also like to point out the totally not Starbucks emblem in the background. That's a lot of crit. That's a guts. Uh, 5% shy. 'I can't kill both. Or can I? Weird mighty chain. BB bucks, yeah. Okay, there we go. Bonk. All right, not bad. I had to sit there and think about it because I was like, wait. I was like, I can't get Lartoria to another NP, but I don't want her to die. How do I do this? And then I got it. Sometimes it just be what it be, chat. Maybe I missed something obvious, but does chat know if there's a gimmick to 6 Oki to alter fight in T or something like stall team? The 6 Oki to alter fight. This is gonna sound awful, but I just killed them all. Yeah, I was gonna say I killed them all, but I think you just have to kill out of the 6, right? So like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I believe you only have to kill this one. It's the top middle one, yeah, as chat's saying, because I think they have like sparklies around their foot so you can see them. But I still killed them all. It just ended up that way, chat. Plus the name is different, exactly. Who sparkles? Yes, precisely. Damn, it's like it knows. The game knows what it's doing. Now, what are the odds that this is actually a difficult fight? We'll find out. I'm gonna replace her, and I'm gonna bring out give me Proto for some sustain. You know what? No, not Proto. Give me level 15 Castoria. There we go. I killed 5 first and read it, but didn't pay much attention. Yeah, it's all good. Oh yeah, I didn't one shot. I just ended up killing them all by virtue of multiple MPs. Who fucking requested this one? The song is great. Ah, perfect. Stun. For 1 turn. Is this the levitating gimmick again, chat? Is this the levitating gimmick? Is that what I'm dealing with? Yep. Oh, please no. Okay. I was just like, please, just not again. Got defense up for 3 turns. She's got taunt on herself. This implies either, well, I guess it is her kit, but like if it is the summer version. Okay, let's burn it and see. Levitating gimmick, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, chat. Okay, didn't quite bar break, but she does have that defense, so not surprised. Ah, kind of want to go back and pop the Mystic Code. Really? Gonna keep doing that, aren't you? Gonna make this as painful as possible. So I'm wondering if this is a, like, every turn sort of thing. So close, yeah. Victoria's trait, so it can't be that. Well, especially in her third form. Oh, okay. Okay. We didn't even need to go the distance. Honestly, so far, this singularity has not been difficult at all. I know it's part one, so, you know, it's probably going to get harder with each subsequent part, but the first part has been very just gimmick driven and not actually difficult. What if Lasagna is hiding the quick savior for the end of Ordeal Call 3? That would be a dick move after Annie plus Summer. It would be. And that's exactly why they'll do it. You specifically want her, huh? Okay, give me Koyan. And Merlin. Sorry, that's assassin. Brain not work. And then I think actually, I think I'm just going to throw the Castorian here just so if I have to, I can drop into Invincible team. But I don't think I'll have to. What did I do with that new craft essence? There it is. Just a second, chat. Do I not have it? I definitely have it, but whether or not it's... Okay. Let's see. Fu Manchu Merlin is upon us, yes. Based off Cad's reaction? No, there's just a specific gimmick, as you guys can see. But I don't think this is the exact same gimmick. Thank you. Very cool. Very cool game. Appreciate the non-lord skills. Which I should have known. But didn't think about. Yikes. I ain't not going to be around too much longer. Okay, we're going to beat her up. Are we going to get the actual MP? We got it. Nobody expects the Neko Arc Inquisition chat. There it is. Didn't even get to use the charge skill, so no cooldown reduction. Feels bad. Everyone say goodbye to Merlin. Which is just very likely to occur at this point. I think she'll kill. She still has all the buster buffs. Dick wizards, yeah. Kablooey. Not bad. Seal just sitting here auto looping, giving no fucks. Just Suki things, yeah. Don't worry about it, chat. There's just Neko Arc. That's the whole reason we rolled Seal. It's not about Seal. It's about Neko Arc. Yeah, I love the fact that they put all of her, like, animations that way. It absolutely improves my enjoyment of the character even more. So, like, I would love to see Neko Arc get, like, her own, like, joke servant copy, but I still find it freaking hilarious regardless. You rolled Seal so I don't have to? True, yes, that's why. That's why I did it, chat. No love for Curry-senpai? Nah, I'm memeing. Assassin. Well, that's just cheating. You can't just give me both of them like that. That's ridiculous, game. Whee! Go. I don't like the fact that I have to build my comp every time. It's one of the things I hate is that, like, the gimmick fights don't use an existing, like party setup. And so you just kind of have to fill it. Thankfully, that is what their whole thing is for, but... Yeah, BB. We're just not gonna have the third skill, huh? Bear? Oh. Okay. Shai Halud, yes. He's the Kwisatz Haderach, the Lisan Al Gaib, riding on the Shai Halud. Cad, this is just year one summer BB. Oh, you right. It actually kind of tanky. Okay, we're gonna let BB do her thing as we go to NASA. You're also hitting neutral, so there's that too. Yeah. All right, thanks for the free seal charge. Oh, that's a problem. Unfortunately for the snake, two can play at this game. You know the rules, and so do I. Wouldn't get this from any other guy. We're all in the third ascension waiting room. Yeah, I'm gonna be really curious as to what her third ascension is, especially given how like vastly different the first two are. And then if you think back to like original Summer BB, the three forms are also pretty different. So like, I'm wondering if like the third form is gonna be like another like tentacle corrupted like crazy form, right? Using Zerktoria to charge Castoria? Yeah, so Zerktoria's charge skill has overcharge on it, so it got me the additional stack. Whereas had I just NP'd with Zerktoria, I mean, again, I would have done great damage, right? I might have even killed, but I would not have gotten the extra stack of protection. So I just said, whatever. We'll let Zerktoria take it home. Hello, Katana. Her third form is just her riding a sandworm. I could see that in actuality. As like, maybe they make this whole thing a freaking gigantic Dune reference. Hence the reason it's also like pseudo Saber Warsy. It was staring us in the face the whole time. It was all Dune. But then who is Lisan Al Gaib, chat? Random desert snack goes bye-bye. Yep. You want archers. So, this is a weird thing. When you do the class fill feature, chat, the class fill feature will only fill based off the first class. So this isn't like, oh, hey, you totally don't need to counter these other two classes. In fact, one of these other two might actually be the boss. So you have to be careful with that sort of thing. It's definitely something I've seen over time where like it just doesn't play nice. But I think we just do the whole shebang. Okay. Brain work. There we go. Yeah, that's safer just in case. Crosser, thank you for the 20. Hope you're doing good. We're just doing some Ordeal Call 3. It be doing things. Content? Yep. It's as close that we have to content right now. Oh. How do I want to handle this? They shouldn't hit me too terribly hard. Well, it's their actual version. So we've got single target AoE. So Bradamante is our actual threat. So the other two definitely have annoying skills. Is that also the charge skill? I don't remember. Why'd you even use the class fill feature? It's just fast. That's why. It just slots in a bunch of like units that it thinks are okay. You can tweak it some, but it's still kind of flawed with how it works. I have a lot of like issues with the way it's currently set up, but it definitely speeds up times like this where it just forces you to keep resetting your stuff. He's a little bit further away, but he's also only got 2 stacks. He's also only got 2 stacks, so it'd be what it be. About how many gimmick fights they've been shoving into this OC. They're almost all forced fights with supports, and I'm surprised by that. I feel like I don't mind having it occasionally. I think that's perfectly fine, but there's been so many in this ordeal call that I have to just call it bad. Like, it sort of restricts player like creativity when you do stuff like this. It just basically makes me kind of go with my best unit because I'm getting forced to take suboptimal units a lot of the time. They're not terrible, at least so far, but they're not great either. Oh, Roland. 8. Roland's in P. This definitely determines how I play this to a degree. Yeah, Invuln Pierce. Oh boy. Somebody's getting taken to the cleaners. Or are they? Kronichiwa. Yep, there we go. Squirt moment, yep. You guys can see, most of the time I'm actually not taking supports, but when I do, I just keep backlining a unit that I think will be effective, and it keeps paying off for me. And that's like, you can definitely backline a unit, not in the sense of like, hey, I just want them as an option, but maybe in the sense of like protection against failure. That's where like things like cockroaches come in, like Herc or Ku or Ku Alter or any of those, right? But yeah, you can definitely do stuff like this too, where you just go like, oh, okay, here's another option in case something unexpected happens, and it just helps me complete the node that much faster. Imagine if Squirt didn't have the 30% battery. If Squirt didn't have the 30% battery... Nope, still would have been fine. Because I had I had her maxed out append. I had a targetable 20%. And I know right now you're thinking, but CAD, you'd be 10% short. Yeah, but guess what, chat? Merlin got that upgrade that no one actually thought that he needed that gives him another 10% charge. Everyone already forgetting that that's a thing. Squirt was my first SSR, so always thankful for that. She's great. She's still good. Obviously the damage is not like the best anymore, but I think a lot of people underestimate her real true capability and just how much sometimes having a kit that's designed to go the distance can really matter. Really? We're gonna work Merlin in here instead of Oberon. Actually, not who I wanted. I wanted you. And then there it is. Good enough. We go. I just used Buntoria's skill 2 on the support coin and got all of my coins cards. It happens. It definitely happens. That's why I said, like, where that sort of thing is best used is basically field when you've got, like, a rider or something that you're up against. Wait a minute. One of you isn't a moon cancer normally. So you're definitely insane. This is a 1 out of 3. Only gonna give her 1. Just one of them? Yeah, just one. Totally not both. Yeah, it was Kenshin is who I was trying to get in there, and I accidentally picked Mel. Okay, hopefully this is one that I actually get to use Bunny's cards. Damn it. Damn it. All right, fine. If you're just gonna keep instant charging, you assholes. Two can play at this. She doesn't need it. She's gonna kill. That Merlin buff coming in clutch, it's definitely saved me now, yeah. I can't get too upset over it. Like I said, who Merlin's buff actually hurt was like Koyami, because it turned Merlin into a 30% buster charger. Well, you done fucked up. You could have done this any other way. But you pulled a stupid. Oh, maybe you didn't pull a stupid. Maybe me pull stupid. Maybe me big dumb. Me big dumb, yes. Me need lucky crit. Maybe 2. Nice cards, it happens. Me get no crit. Okay. I don't care if the rest of them die. This is perfectly fine. Cause you fucked up now, big boy. There you go. I didn't get the perfect 3 turn. Just switch Kenshin. Yeah, it's fine. I knew I still had it unless he like buff stripped because Bunny had the evade. There's the crit. Yep. It happens. Oh my god, chat, you missed it. That was a spoiler right there. You got to see a moon cancer. No one expects the moon cancer in Ordeal Call 3. An actual one. That's true. Well, that may be not true, right? Keep going. Keep going until the lock. It's definitely taking longer than I would hope because it keeps pulling this cruel and unnecessary joke. Yeah, whatever. Just go with the same comp. I don't care. I don't care. So many forced comps is making me just not actually care about this because I just kind of know. Next thing you're gonna tell me that was a foreigner in disguise, right? Yes, totally. Did I remove one of the burn command codes from Bunny? That is unfortunate if that's the case. Okay, Passion Lip. Go. Your time is now. Your people need you. Chomp. Okay. I'm more worried about whatever the hell the last enemy is, but at this point, me not sure me care. Do we still not have welfare from summer? Nah, we won't until Ordeal Call 3 is over. I expect it to be a Havignon situation. Yeah, like, it's definitely weird how they're doing it. Of course it's another tank. Why wouldn't it be? And why wouldn't it be, chat? We should be fine. Oh, no crit there on the second one, but we got the Buster crit, and that was really all we needed. Because Buster crit do be doing. You think I'll be able to add to the FP Gacha pool? I've seen a lot of people say that. I still don't necessarily think it's going to be an FP Gacha type situation because, like, everyone keeps saying, like, oh, well, it's at Ordeal Call 3, so it's got to be. And I'm like, well, no, it doesn't have to be because Summer's also running at the same time. And the two are intrinsically linked. So it still could be considered to be an event support. Or welfare rather, and yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that it's going to be like an FP pool thing. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. I think it's definitely a clear option. I don't think people are off base thinking that, but I also don't think it's like a guarantee, if that makes any sense. All right, chat, we caught up. And you guys can see we literally can't do anything until tomorrow. So we are pretty much hard locked. It's super delayed. It's super delayed, yeah. They'll probably main interlude it or whatever later. They already said they will. They're gonna main interlude Summer and Ordeal Call 3. Both of them, because they're both kind of combined. So in that regard, I think it just kind of makes a whole lot of sense as to why, right? Yep. OG BB and Santa Altera. It could be. Even then, both of those have made it into the Evocation Festival eventually, so I think you guys can assume that that will also be the case eventually, right? Okay, chat. We are going to be doing now that we got our Ordeal Call 3 done, we're going to be doing watch party here for media share night. So unfortunately, YouTube people, you guys know what that means. That means I got to see you guys later because, again, copyright restrictions being the way that they are, it just naturally I'll run into problems. So thank you guys for being here tonight on the YouTube side of things. If you want to come watch with us, feel free to come on over here to the Twitch side. And again, as always, join the Discord, especially if you guys do want to participate in the media share night. That's where you guys can suggest stuff under the content suggestion box in the Khadroth section. So I'll see you guys for the next one on the YouTube side. Again, thank you all. Later.